Hi.
Hi, hello there. How you guys are doing? My name is Amol Ghemud. I am the founder of company name Upgrowth.in. We are a Pune-based performance marketing agency. We are Upgrowth. Upgrowth is a Google and a HubSpot partner agency. We also official partner with active campaigns through which we manage the drip campaigns for all our clients. We have worked with most of the funded startups and the established companies as well. Some of them are called Lending Cart or Scriptbox. We have managed $1 million spend on Amazon and Google while delivering the expectations as per the client brief. When it comes to expectation from the candidates, what we look is the peculiar knowledge about any topic. If the candidates want to develop his career into the organic growth, we understand and expect that the client should know the basics of SEO, not by definition, at heart, but how to do it practically. So theoretical knowledge is not very important, but if you understand the practicality of it, how to do the things and have some experience of doing it at a smaller scale, that will really add a value. Instead of spreading too thin at the beginning of your career, I will advise you guys to start with focusing on one particular aspect of digital marketing, be it content marketing, email marketing, paid marketing, organic marketing, direct marketing. Just stick to one thing to get started with. Try to become a specialized in that particular aspect. As soon as you understand and know that now you know the basics of this and can develop the expertise over the period of time, then that's the time to focus on other sort of digital marketing aspect. For say example, you focus on SEO to get started with. As per my estimation, any rational person should not take more than a year or 18 to 24 months to get the mediocre level of expertise into the SEO. As soon as you have a confidence in SEO, then you can start building the parallel stuff around the SEO, which could be content, which could be social media marketing or a paid growth. So if you are one of them, come join us. We will give you the enough exposure, at the same time the experience working with clients directly, and whatever you need to grow in your career.
Okay, great. So Amol, I also just want to ask you that any actually you have already hired, or we have already hired a couple of candidates from Digital Very. You there? So yeah, so Amol, just addition to that, just suggestions to our students. Also, just want to have an idea about from our end that what are basically the recruitment challenges what we face in this digital domain. Whenever coming up in hiring the freshers, or whether it is hiring for lateral hirings or something sort of, what are the basic challenges what we face? According to you?
You mean I face, is that what you're asking?
Yes, normally, yes. It's in a very generic
Well,
way. What are the, you can share your experiences, what challenges, what we face?
Well, what we think is generally people are not very serious about what they're trying to do. They're just at times very casual about the whole process they are going through. They do not come prepared, so the basic understanding generally is missing. The basics, which you expect a fresher should be knowing it. Third is the basic English language proficiency, or the, let's say, the etiquettes of it, I will say. Even the small things like email etiquettes, right? That is something you expect from people like this to have an understanding. For example, whenever they send a resume, they will just say, resume, please find attachment, PFA. That's it. That's how they send an email. That's not the way you want to get higher, right?
Right.
So these are
Probably a brief note about you or something, explaining about while sharing the profile might give you some idea about your profile. That's what.
Yeah, why they this job, why they are the best suited, the candidate for this job, and what will, I mean, that those are the kind of things will help us to hire them, right? Instead of spending too much, because if those are the basics are clear, then we don't have to ask those questions. So if they're covering as much as possible in the first email itself while sending it, I think the interview process itself could be very short. Or let's say they take an extra mile saying that, hey, I pick up the website and this is the kind of short analysis we have done, whatever based on their understanding. It,
Right,
that could
right,
be an
right.
to do it. That
Okay.
shows they're ready to take an extra mile and they have an appetite for learning, right?
Yes, 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 yes. And what according to you is probably, when you want to rate like whether technical knowledge is more important or the communication skill is more important, you know, like somewhere, some company normally give importance or the priority to communication skills, as compared to the technical skills first. Okay, some companies say, okay, technically, normally when they come for the job, automatically they improve their technical skills, but what we are looking forward for the communication skills first. So what according to you, basically is a priority?
I personally think if when at the start of your career, technical skills are very important. Soft skills you can pick up on the go. Soft skill is something anybody can learn. Most of the time, this kind of skill you don't get taught anywhere, right? Not in any kind of a professional course or not even in schools. So
True,
you do
true.
not expect anybody to know the importance of the soft skill or have them embedded in. But
Okay.
if the have a technical capability, then the path of growth is very clear. Now we just have to pick up those things, right? Which are not very difficult to pick up. Is what I understand based on my experience. But let's say if you have the soft skill, that does not mean picking up the technical skill will be a difficult task. So it's a vice versa. It really depends on the candidate per se. But at the beginning of your career, you're good with the technical skills than the soft skills.
Wonderful. And lastly, I just want to have an idea about the feedback, from your end. You have hired a couple of candidates into the content and, basically the SEO part during this last 1.5 year. So what's your feedback? And do you want to suggest us to include anything in the curriculum which probably you might not be aware about it or something you might be doing it, but you're not aware or might not have been come across in the recruitment process with the students. So anything you want to,
Yeah, so digital marketing is an ever evolving field, right? I mean, if we are able to keep the curriculum updated with all the changes happening from every field of digital marketing. For example, now AI ML is coming very strongly in picture. How do we take use of that? Or probably the new models are getting developed. Let's say D2C. Now, how do you create a digital marketing strategy for D2C brands? Or there are, every now and then new startups comes with new ideas, right? If you put up a
right?
live case there saying that, okay, here is the use case for you. Now develop a digital marketing strategies for this kind of people.
Yeah, yeah.
That's more important than just
That's what I
teaching them
mean.
the of it. At the same time, if you can ensure that people are focusing on one aspect of digital marketing, then just become a digital marketing of altogether in general, that
Mhm,
will
mhm.
really help them to scale their career fast.
Okay, wonderful. And any feedback for the students who you already hired from us? How
Well,
probably you
uh,
experienced with them?
most of the time, if the candidate is good, we always expect and everybody to continue working with us. So I believe more than 30% candidates hired from 30 to 40% candidates hired from your organization are continue working with us as full time.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Amu, and thanks for your time uh, for this particular thing. Anything you want to discuss, we can definitely discuss. You can reach me, and we believe and we hope that you keep sharing your requirement with us, and we also keep your suggestions in mind and see if we can able to provide you the resources the way you are looking for. Thank you so much, Amol. Thanks for your time.